seems like we have, a lot of participants. It looks like we almost have 150 people joining us today from all over the country. So it's really exciting to have this opportunity to share with you all. Today we are going to be talking about the IDRC electronic survey tool. We've been working over the last week or so to be getting as many states set up with their accounts as possible, and I know we'll continue to create those accounts as we hear back from states to help you. For those who are unfamiliar with how the IDRC webinars work, all materials will be provided and uploaded onto the IDRC website after the webinar is completed. At the end of the webinar, I'll give you a short little rundown of some of the things that you might find on the IDRC website for those that are unfamiliar with. And so I think we can go ahead and begin. Jessica, if you want to go ahead and hit record.
Okay, we are recording.
Awesome. So to begin with, I want to share with you all exactly what the IDRC electronic survey tool is. So for those that are unfamiliar with it, the IDRC electronic survey tool is a tool for your state's migrant education program to extend their reach in the community by allowing school districts, agribusinesses, community partners, and more to send in referrals for students that they feel might qualify. It's an online website designed to allow you all to be able to get referrals in from the community. The IDRC electronic survey tool, is designed to be an additional tool for you all to use in your recruiting efforts. The tool is not designed to replace what you are currently doing, but to give you another extra tool in the toolkit that you can use to help supplement your doing, help out your current plans and strategies, maybe try a few new strategies as well, and to hopefully extend your reach out into the community to be able to find students that you might have missed otherwise. It's important to note that the IDRC electronic survey tool is designed to be self-run and to self-manage by the states that were using it. The tool was created in collaboration with the member states from the previous recruiting consortium, IRC. And so we took the input from all of the states that were part of the consortium, the different needs, to figure out what can we do to create the tool that best serves everyone's needs and that everyone can use themselves. And so it is designed to be self-run and self-managed by you all. The IDRC electronic survey tool, like I said, is a great supplemental tool to use, and is a great tool to use in collaboration with M6. We've heard a lot of people ask us, why use the electronic survey tool when you have M6? Well, the electronic survey tool helps you to receive referrals from the community, and especially to receive referrals from those families that have not previously been found eligible for the migrant education program. And so while M6 is a great tool to help us find those students that have moved from one state to another, the IDRC electronic survey tool is designed to help you all find those students that maybe have never qualified for the migrant education program before. And so now let's get into and discuss some more aspects of what is the electronic survey tool. So you all know there are two different sides to the IDRC electronic survey tool. There's the user side, and then there's the admin side. The user side can be found at idrreferrals.net, whereas the admin side is found at idrreferrals.net/admin. Okay, so the IDRC electronic survey tool user side is where all referrals can be completed. It is designed and integrated to be accessed and shared quickly. A referral can be completed on the user side in only 1 to 2 minutes. And we have timed that. We've brought in new people that were unfamiliar with the tool and watched them sit down and use it and timed them to see how long it takes to actually complete a tool, to complete a referral. And the average is 1 to 2 minutes. So it can be done quickly and easily. some ideas on how you all can use and implement the IDRC electronic survey tool in your state. One of the ways that you could do is to create flyers to hang in your community to advertise local MEP services and to include the QR code to access the electronic survey tool on the flyer. And we'll be showing you all here shortly the QR code that we have to be able to share and hand out. As well as, you can train teachers or migrant liaisons to fill out the electronic survey tool when enrolling new students who have arrived. You could provide the QR code to local agribusinesses and encouraging new employees to fill out the electronic survey tool during orientation. We've had some states to begin giving it out to chicken plants or the egg plants in their areas, dairies, so that when new people are brought on, that the employees can fill it out just to see if they might qualify for migrant education program. You can print the QR code onto business cards and provide those business cards to families that are already enrolled in the program so that they can fill out a referral when they meet a new family that might qualify. And you can even share the electronic survey tool with local migrant health services, migrant head starts, food banks, or any other community organizations that might work with families who have previously performed work in agriculture. The survey tool is really designed to be easy and flexible to share and use however best fits your state's needs. And so we encourage everybody to be creative in how you are using the tool. This right here is the QR code that can take you straight to the electronic survey tool. For those that are unfamiliar with what a QR code is, it is a digital scan that anybody can scan using their cell phone. You just open up the camera app on your cell phone. Using the camera, you highlight the QR code and a little link will pop up taking you straight to the electronic survey tool. And so this is a great way, the QR code, of being able to share the tool quickly and fast and easy. You can just print it out. You can put it on business cards, as I said, flyers. We know some states even include it on their website so that when they go to their website, you have the QR code and with a little advertisement saying, if you think you know somebody that qualifies, please let us know. And so we encourage everybody to download the QR code. It can be found on the IDRC website. We'll be sure to send out this presentation with all the links to everybody after the presentation so that you all have access to everything. Alejandro from Kansas mentions in the chat that they added the QR code to their brochures. And so again, there's many different ways that you can use the QR code to give and share access to the electronic survey tool. So now I want to show you all what it's actually like to complete a referral. And so I'm going to now actually go and take you all to the electronic survey tool website. And so this right here is the electronic survey tool website. Whenever you scan in the QR code or send somebody the link and take them to, it'll take you right here to this website where they can be ready to go to fill out and complete a referral. And so looking at the website when you first start, one of the things that we want to highlight is that the electronic survey tool is available in multiple languages. Currently, it's available in English and Spanish. We are in talks with somebody to have it translated into Portuguese because we've been asked for a Portuguese referral tool, and we've also have plans to translate it into several other different languages besides that. And so to change the language when you're completing a referral, you scroll over to the flag in the lower left-hand side of the screen and you click on it. And then you can choose from any of the languages that are available. Like I mentioned, we currently have English and Spanish, but we will be looking to get any more languages. And so if there is a specific language that you all need for your state that is really would be useful for you all, please let us know so we can look into getting the survey tool translated into that language. especially if you all have somebody that already knows that language that might be able to help us in translating it. So feel free, to send us an email just to let us know what languages you all would like the tool to be translated into. And I can see in the chat, we already starting to get several languages. Haitian Creole, we've heard would be good. We have Massachusetts, who is not a member state, is helping us with the Portuguese. We've talked about Swahili. And so these are some. And so again, just let us know about any other languages that might be useful. For you all, on the Referral Tools website, on the user side, there is also a link that takes you straight to the training tools page on the IDRC website. And we'll look a little bit later about what that contains. But to actually begin the referral, all you have to do is click on where it says start here, and that'll take you to the first page. And so this is the first page of the referral. It's important to note that there are only 3 pages that need to be filled out, so it's short and quick. At the bottom of the screen, there is a percentage bar that tells you exactly how much of the referral that you have completed, so that you can always know how much you've done and how much you have left to do. The first part of the page here is really highlighting and looking for the information of the family of the potential student. And so you can see it's asking for the parent name, the address where the student might live, the state where the student lives, the city, the county, and the phone number. And so I'm going to go ahead and fill it out here. And so when you choose this, you can choose this date from the state drop-down menu. And when you do so, it'll already fill out the different cities that are in the state. And so you can go ahead and type in the city. And from there, it'll automatically produce the county that is available. And so then you fill in the phone number, and you're good to go with the contact information. It's important to note that all fields with the red asterisk marks are required to be filled out. And if one is not filled out, a message box will pop up letting you know that there was something missing that needs to be done. After you fill out the contact information, we have a question here. Sometimes the person making a referral might not know the address or the county. Can you make those 2 elements not required? And so, like I said, if they know the city, when they put in the city, the county is automatically filled in. So they might not know the county, but it will fill it in automatically for them. If they don't know the address, they can still write don't know, not applicable. The system doesn't check to make sure that is a verifiable address. And so even though it is a required field, they can go in and put something else in there that doesn't have to be included. The city automatically fills in the county, and the county is important because the county, as Jessica mentioned in the chat, is what allows it to know to which recruiter the referral needs to go to. And since it will be required, but since it fills it in automatically based on the city, we think that helps to solve the issue. So after you fill out the contact information on the right-hand side, you have the simple question of whether or not there's anyone under the age of 22 in the household. We all know that age is one of the key factors of eligibility. So you click yes and go on to the next page. If at any point when completing a referral, you need to go back to change the information, you can hit the previous button. So the second page of the referral is looking for move and work information. And so we ask for anybody completing it to fill it out the best of their ability with what they know. And so the first question, has anyone in the household moved or traveled to work in the last 36 months to 3 years? And so if you know, hit yes. If they have done a move, if they have not done a move, then you would hit no. And if you are unsure, you can click unknown. The next question is about work and work history. And so if they have been employed in agriculture and engaged in agricultural work, you hit yes. If you're not sure, Or if they have not engaged in that agricultural work, you would hit no. And if you're not sure, you can click unknown. And then lastly, to give a little bit more information, we encourage everyone to choose one of the pictures down below by clicking on the checkbox that best represents the work that they have done. We know that these pictures don't cover all forms of agriculture, but we tried to be as inclusive as possible. And so based on the feedback from many states, these were the most common work that states reported and seeing. And so we feel like they best encapsulated the work that migrant farm workers are doing. And so you can choose one or multiple images that best represent the work that is done. If the work being performed is not included there, there is also the other box where you can type in the work that was performed. And so after you have answered the questions and you've selected the work, you're ready to go on to the last page. And so this is the last page. This is the last page of the IDRC referral. And this is actually asking for the contact information of who is providing the referral. And so whoever is filling out the referral would then put their information here. It's important just in case there are any follow-ups that are needed or any other questions of information to gathered. And so the person filling out the referral can put in their own contact information as well as a spot for additional comments. The additional comments is important because they can provide any other information that might help in determining eligibility, such as if they know the family has qualified previously for migrant education in another state, or as well any information that might be helpful in contacting the family, such as times where the family is best contacted, whether it be the night, the day, the weekends. Any of that information is helpful and can be included in the additional comment box. And so once that has been completed and figured out, all you have to do is click next, and then the referral is submitted. And as you can see here, message pops up letting the person filling out the referral know that it has been submitted and that someone is going to be in contact with that student shortly. Once a referral is submitted, the system automatically assigns it to the recruiter that is assigned to the county where the student is living. And so an email is sent to the recruiter letting them know that they have a new referral. As you can see here, this is what the email looks like. The recruiter, when the referral is submitted, gets assigned the new referral, and an email is sent to their account letting them know a new referral is ready to be seen. And included in that email is a link that takes them straight to where they can see the referral. So now let's talk a little bit more about the different types of users that are going to be interacting with the IDRC electronic survey tool. To begin with, you have the user side, which we just looked at, which allows you to fill out a referral and complete a referral. You're going to have on the user side is going to be our community partners, the community users, anyone that we share the IDRC electronic survey tool platform with. They are the ones that are going to be interacting with the user side. Whereas on the admin side, in order to access the admin side, you need an account with login information. And so on there, you have three different user types. You have the recruiters, the state supervisors, and the state admins. So let's look at each of these four different types of users to see what they can do. As mentioned, the community users are those that you share the IDRC electronic survey tool with so that they can fill out potential referrals. Community users only have access to the public side of the survey tool platform and cannot view referrals once they have been submitted. The recruiters have access to the admin side of the IDRC electronic survey tool. They have an account and can log in to the survey tool platform to view only the referrals that have been assigned to them. Recruiters also have the capability of declaring referrals to be eligible or ineligible and they can close referrals that have been completed. State supervisors have access to the admin side of the IDRC electronic tool and can help coordinate the recruiters. For larger states that have regional models, the state supervisors are in charge of the regions and can oversee the recruiters in their regions. Not all states need to have state supervisor accounts. For some states that might not have as many recruiters, only having a state admin account might be adequate. But for those larger states, the state supervisor account helps to coordinate things a little easier. State supervisor accounts can view referrals in their area, and they can also manually assign referrals to recruiters in their area. Like recruiters, state supervisors can declare referrals to be eligible or ineligible and can also close referrals. State admins have access to the admin side of the IDRC electronic survey tool, and they oversee their entire state on the platform. State admins can create new accounts for their state, and they can manually assign referrals to both state supervisors and recruiters. State admins can also assign areas to state supervisors and recruiters, and they also have access to updating referrals. The state admins also have the capability of viewing inactive and closed referrals and to reactivating them if needed. And so for those that prefer to learn a little bit more visually, I wanted to include a little chart that shows the different things that each of the users can do. As I mentioned, we'll be sending out this presentation to everybody, so you have access to this for quick reference to look and see, to be able to know the difference between what each of the accounts are. And to give you a little idea of the organizational hierarchy, you can see here that the recruiters are the ones at the base level that are interacting with the surveys, getting the referrals automatically assigned to them. And then the state supervisors are the ones that oversee the recruiters. And then the state admins are the ones that are overseeing everyone. So now we're going to talk a little bit about how to actually view and search for referrals in your area. And so I'm going to take us now to the electronic survey tool platform so we can look and see exactly how to figure it out. We have one question that asked if a user can be both a state admin and supervisor over a distinct set of recruiters and counties. An account cannot be multiple account types, but as a state admin, you have all the capabilities of a supervisor. And so you can, as a state admin account, be over and supervise a set of recruiters. So to begin with, talking about how to view and search for referrals, the first thing you're going to do is go to the IDR Referrals admin site. And so again, that's idrreferrals.net/admin. And from there, when you first go to the website, it's going to ask for your login information. And so I'm going to log in here. And so we are going to talk a little bit later about creating accounts and passwords. We always advise everybody to make sure to write your password down, to save it elsewhere so you have easy access to it. And so you're going to click login. And now you're going to be taken straight to the front page of the IDRC electronic survey tool platform. This is where you can access everything on the admin side. And so to be able to view and search for referrals, you're going to scroll over to where it says menu in the upper right-hand corner. And you click on there and you scroll down to where it says referrals. And so you're going to click on referrals. And that's going to take you to the referrals website, to the referrals menu. And so for everybody that's following along here, we are recording the webinar so that everybody can view it later. I'm going to try to go slow to take you through everything. But if I go move a little too fast, you can refer back to the webinar, and we also have some training videos that are available to use that take you through each step of this process. So hopefully you'll be able to go back and watch if there's something that doesn't seem clear. So again, to see the referrals, you go to menu and then you scroll down to where it says referrals, and that'll take you here to the referrals page. And so this is where you're going to search for and view all referrals that are in the system for you. And so to begin with, you can search for any referrals that are in your state simply by going to the state drop-down menu here in the upper left, in the upper part of the screen, and you're going to select from the drop-down menu your state. And so here where you see name, state, county, this is the search menu that tells you the different fields and categories that you can search for. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to see here, you have the search button as indicated by the magnifying glass, and then a download report button as indicated by the spreadsheet. At any point when searching for referrals, if you would like to get a printed copy of all of the referrals that you have searched for, you can hit the download report button, and it will download a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet of all the results that you have looked for. And so to begin with, like I said, to search for the referrals in your state, you're going to choose your state from the drop-down menu, and then you can click the search button. And so as you can see here, we have a few test referrals that have popped up. And so you can see exactly what it looks like when referrals show up. The information is listed down below. You have in the first column, the parent name and phone number. And so this is the name provided in the referral for the parent, or the phone number of the parent of the student. You have the address information that was provided. And so it gives you, the street address provided, the city, as well as the county and state. And then you have the contact information. So again, this is the contact information of who is submitting the referral, and then any additional comments that were provided. On the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see this column here that says status. This lets you know the status of the referral. There are many different types of statuses that can possibly be displayed. You have the undetermined status. Undetermined status lets you know that is a referral that is new, that still needs to be addressed, that it has not been decided whether or not the referral is eligible or ineligible. You can also see where it says created. So created means a referral that is new and has not yet been assigned to a user. Down here, you can see the status where it says assigned. If a referral says it has been assigned, that lets you know that the system has taken the referral and automatically assigned it to a recruiter in that student's area. And so down below, you can see where it says test. That is one of our test users. And so when you have a referral that comes into your state, down below the words assigned, it'll tell you exactly who the recruiter is that has been assigned to that referral. If you have multiple recruiters in an area, the referral system will only assign it to one of the recruiters in that area. And so it will choose one of the recruiters and give it to them. You can also narrow down your search for referrals by searching by county. So once you have selected the state, you can then choose the individual county that you would like to see. And so this helps you to narrow down if you have multiple counties assigned to you, or if you are a supervisor or admin and would like to see what is happening in an individual county, you can choose the county from the drop-down menu to see all the referrals for that county. You can also search for referrals by name. And so you can search here by the name of the parent, by the name of the contact information that was provided in the referral, or by the name of the recruiter that has been assigned to that referral. All you have to do is type the name into the box, and then you click the search button and the results will appear down below. A census area is a county in Alaska. Alaska is a little different just because of the sheer size of the county, the size of the state. And so they break it down a little bit differently into some areas. We use Alaska as just as a test site just because they are not one of currently part of the consortiums. But so once we want to advise you that for some states that have many different referrals, that there might be multiple pages of referrals. Up here, right underneath the search bar, you have the navigation bar that allows you to take you through the different pages. On the right-hand side, you're going to see where it says show and then a number right next to it. That'll tell you exactly how many referrals are being shown on a page. And so the default is 6 referrals per page, but you can change that number to be whatever you like to better fit your needs. And so if you would much rather it to show 10, 20, even 50 referrals at a time, if your state has that many, you can type the number in, click the search button, and it will change it accordingly. On the left-hand side, you can see where it says exactly how many pages of referrals there are. And so currently, we are seeing page 1 of 1, but it'll tell you if there are multiple pages, it will tell you page 1 of 4, page 1 of 5, however many pages there may be. In the middle are the buttons to navigate in between the different pages of referrals. So the first button is going to take you to the first page of referrals. The last button is going to take you to the last page of referrals. The previous button is going to take you to the previous page, and the next button will take you to the next page of referrals. Over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see the navigation buttons attached to each referral. The top button is the Review Referral Detail button. And so you click on that, and that'll open up the referral detail window that'll give you more information on the referral. Besides the parent name, contact, and address information, you can also find on here what language the referral was completed in, as well as you can see the status of the referral and the date and time the referral was created and the last time the referral was updated. And so again, to view this, you click on the referral detail button, which is indicated by the clipboard piece of paper right here. Right below that, you have the blank piece of paper, which is the referral log. And so the referral log is going to show you the history of the referral. And so that's going to let you know, again, when it was created and show you any updates that might have happened over the course of the referral. So if the referral has been updated, if it's been assigned to a recruiter, if the recruiter that has been assigned to it has changed, all of that information you're going to be able to see and view here. So you can see the history of the referral, whose hands it's passed through, who's addressed it, who's looked at it. So you can know exactly what's going on with the referral at any time. And then the last button here is the update referral button. And so this is the button that's going to allow you to actually address referrals when they are coming in. And so when you click on it, the update referral button, as indicated by the pencil on the paper, it'll bring up the referral update window. And so here you have the chance to decide whether the referral is eligible or ineligible. So for recruiters that are addressing the referrals, you're going to go through here after you've talked to the family, you've made your eligibility determination, you're going to go back into the system and you're going to mark whether it was eligible or ineligible. If more information is needed or if new information comes up that could change or alter eligibility, you can always go back through and click undetermined to keep it undetermined or to change it back to undetermined. For state admins and state supervisors, you also have the ability to assign referrals to staff. And so the assign, right next to assign, you're going to see a drop-down menu. And when you click on it, you're going to see the users in your state or in your area if you're a state supervisor. And from there, you can choose one of the two users to manually assign the referral to them. And so this is important. If a referral comes in where maybe that has not been assigned, there was nobody assigned to that area, you need to assign it to somebody, you can do so. Or if a referral comes in for an area where there are multiple recruiters and you have to change who is assigned to, you can go through, select the staff that the referral needs to be assigned to, and then after any and all changes have been made, you're going to click the save button down here. And so clicking the save button will automatically close the window and save all changes made in the system. And so it's as simple as that. And so if we're going to take this first referral here at the top, we're going to open it up. We go down, let's say we talked to this family, we found them to be eligible. We're going to choose eligible. We're going to click saved. And as you can see, the status now has switched from undetermined to eligible in the system. And so this helps all you supervisors and admins out there keep track of how recruiters are doing, addressing the referrals and seeing the results of the referrals. Lastly, if a referral has been completed, it needs to be declared inactive and to remove from the active list, you're going to click on the close referral button. We have the question, does this tool send email notifications to assigned recruiters? Yes, so anytime a referral has been assigned to the recruiter, the system automatically sends them an email. So whenever a new referral comes in that's created, if the referral comes in and there's a recruiter that's already been assigned to that area, as soon as the referral is submitted, the recruiter receives an email letting them know that they have a new referral that they can go and look at. It includes a link in the email. Yes, counties can be assigned to multiple recruiters as well. And so if you manually assign a referral to a recruiter, the system also will send an email at that point letting them know that a new referral has been done. And so recruiters should always be aware and should always know of the referrals that have been assigned to them by the system. And so once eligibility determination has been made and it has been logged and tracked according to your state's procedures, and you need to close the referral, you click the close referral button, and that'll move the referral from the active list to the inactive list. And at that point, only the state admin will be able to see that. So that is how you view referrals. You can search for and view referrals, as well as how to update referrals. Now I want to talk to you all a little bit more about how to actually set up accounts. Because as I mentioned, the referral system, the electronic survey tool, is designed to be entirely self-run and self-managed by the states themselves. So you all have the capability of viewing and managing your users. Can state admins add referrals? Yes, anybody can add a referral through, the user side of the platform. So anybody can submit a referral through idrreferrals.net. We've had some states as well that have had service providers be submitting referrals through that system. And so anybody can go through, it's not limited to who can submit those referrals that way. So when you want to view your users in your state or to create new users, you're going to log into the system with the state admin account. We have a question, is there an area about where the recruiter can add details as to why the eligibility decision was made? Currently, there is not a spot on there for the recruiter to add details as to why they made the decision that was made. But that's something, if multiple states talk about it, we can discuss and see if that's something we can add to the platform.
Can I just say something real quick? One of the things we wanted to do is keep the least amount of data that we could possible as far as interacting back and forth. So to keep it, if we try to keep it very secure, but that was one of the comments, was to try to make sure that we just needed to determine whether they're eligible, ineligible, or more information was needed, but states could then develop their own systems on how they wanted to kind of take and run with that.
Yes, exactly. And so we wanted, the system to be as easy as used as possible, but also to be as secure as possible. All right. And so to view the users, you're going to go to users, and just like the referral menu, this is where you can view the users in your state. Again, the users portion is only available to the state admins, so it will not be available to everybody. But just like with the referrals, at the very top of the page, you're going to see where it says the name, the state, the county. And so you can search for users, in your state by going to the state menu, clicking the state, and then clicking the search button. And that'll show all the users for your state. You can also search for a specific user through their name, or if you want to view all users that have been assigned to a particular county, you can choose the state from the drop-down menu and then choose the county from the county menu. One important thing to note is that when you have created new users, they will come up as not having been assigned a county. And so to view users that have not been assigned an area, you're going to click the unassigned button and you're going to hit search. On the right-hand side, you can see the navigation buttons, just like in the referral menu. You have the search button as indicated by the magnifying glass. And then you have the download reports button indicated by the spreadsheet. At any point, if you would like to download the list of users that you are looking at, you can just click the download reports button and it'll download a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet of your search results. The middle button is the create new users button to add users. And so anytime that you need to add a new user, you're going to click the add user button. And when you do so, it'll bring up the edit user window. And so from here, you're going to type in the username for the user. Then you're going to type in their name, their address, their state, where they are living, the city, and the county where the user lives in. And so unlike the referral, this does not automatically select the county. Then you're going to type in their zip code, their email, the user email. And this part is especially important because the user email is what's going to allow them to have access to their account. And so you want to make sure that you provide the correct email there. And then you're going to choose the phone number. You're going to type in their phone number, and then you're going to choose what role you would like for them to have. And so when you're creating an account, you'll be able to choose and set what kind of account at the state level they have. And then once that is done, you're going to hit the save button. And when you hit save, an email will automatically be sent to the user in question, letting them know that they have their account ready to go. And so I can show you all exactly what, when you hit that save button after editing a new user, they will get an email just like this one here that lets them know that they have a new account and the account is ready to go. And so they'll be asked to update their password. And so they can click that link included in the email, and it'll take them straight to the edit user settings window where they can get their password. It's important to note that the new user accounts do expire after a time. And so we created some accounts this week, and some of those links have already expired. And so if that is the case and a new link needs to be sent to you, please reach out to me through an email and I'll be sure we can resend those emails. And so once the emails are sent, it's important to go ahead and click that link so they can get their password. And so when they click that link, it'll take them straight to the edit user window, straight to their user settings. Ray asked, are all fields required? So the fields are required, but what we have been doing is we've been putting in, test. If you do not know their address specifically, putting in general addresses or test addresses that they can then go in and change and manually set themselves. As we've been creating state admin accounts for many of you all, we've been putting in, for example, the addresses just found on the Department of Education website, general addresses for the Department of Education. And so we encourage, once you have the general address in, then the staff can go in and update it manually themselves if they would like. And so when they go and they get the link to their password, what they're going to do is they're going to click the update password button. And when they click the update password, it's going to give them a randomly generated password there that they can then copy down to use to access. All passwords for the system are randomly generated. One of the things, in order to make sure that the platform meets the data security requirements for multiple states, the passwords had to be randomly generated. Several states require randomly generated passwords for seeing user and student data. And so there is no way to manually change the password. So we encourage everybody, once you get your password, to write it down, copy it down, save it so that you have access to it. And so you click the update password button, it'll give you the password, and then you click the save settings button. And then from there, they are ready to go and can log into the system and use their account. One thing to point out, make sure when creating new accounts that the user checks their junk email folder. We've had a couple people, as we've been going through creating accounts, that the password and link to their account has gone to their junk email folder. So please make sure that they are checking their junk email folder to know exactly, to make sure they have access to that email. As you can see here, to get a better idea of what it looks like when the passwords are done, you're going to click on the link in the email. It'll take you to the settings button. You click the update password, and then the password is going to appear on the right-hand side of the screen, and then you click the save settings. After an account has been set up, the state admins have to manually assign areas to those new users. So to do that, from the user search window, you are going to click the unassigned button located up here. And then from there, you're going to click search. Are you able to tell if a person has set up their account? Jessica mentioned, make sure your district also doesn't block the email. We did have a couple states that the district's local firewalls were preventing the emails from coming in. Are you able to tell if a person has set up and accessed their account? And so you can go into the system and you can test and see if a person has any failed login attempts. But beyond that, I believe, I do not believe that there's a way to make sure and check to see. Oh, Jessica says, yes, you can also see all the accounts in your state in the last login account. So you can see the last time that somebody logged into their account. And that's how you can view to see if it has been set up. So as I mentioned, all new user accounts need to have an area assigned to them. And so you're going to find the user. If the user account is new, Again, you click the unassigned and you click search, and that'll show you all users in your state that do not have areas attached to them. And as you can see here in the user search area, you'll have the name, the email, phone number, the user's role, but then here you have where it says area. If you click on here in the column next to the user's name where it says area, that's going to bring up the assigned user counties list. And so to see what areas are currently assigned to that user, you can click the search button and it'll show you everything that is assigned to them. If you see the state name with the checkbox next to it, that means they've been assigned all referrals in that state. So currently they have access to all referrals coming in for that state. But to manually assign specific areas to a user, you're going to check the state from the drop-down menu. Then you're going to click the List All button. Clicking the List All button here is going to show you all the counties that are available for that state. So once you select the state, then click the List All button, you're going to click the Search button, as indicated by the magnifying glass. And so from here, you'll have all the counties in the state selected, and then you can manually scroll through and click the check boxes next to the counties you want assigned to that user. So you're going to go through and click the check boxes that you would like. And then once you have selected all the areas, the counties that you would like assigned to that user, you're going to click the Save button. Hitting the Save button confirms the assignments, and after that, the user will be removed from the unassigned list if they didn't have any areas previously assigned to them, and they will automatically begin receiving all referrals for that area. So you just hit Save, and now the user is good to go, and they will immediately begin receiving referrals as they come in. One other thing we wanted to talk about quickly with everyone here is we wanted to go through, as we mentioned, since passwords are randomly generated, you have the capability of resetting your password. And so we wanted to take you through the password reset process. And so to do that, at the login screen, if you forget your password, all you have to do is click the Reset Password button. When you click the Reset Password button, a window will pop up asking for your email address, and you put in the email address of the account that you use and your username, and it will send you an email. It will send you an email with the link to reset the password. Just like with a new account, you click that link in the email and it will open up, and you can click the Update Password button and it'll give you the new password. For state admins, you also have the option of manually resetting password for your users. From the user screen, you can see here next to the Edit User button is the Reset Password button. You click the Reset Password button and it will automatically send an email to the user's email address with the link for them to get their new password. If either of those options do not work, you can feel free to reach out to Jessica and I, and we can help you making sure that the password gets saved. We're really excited about the electronic survey tool and all the different uses that it'll be available to use. We encourage everybody to be creative, to think about the ways they can get out there and use it in your own state. As we mentioned, this presentation has been recorded, and so it can be viewed later if you would like. But we also wanted to highlight some of the training materials that are currently out there on the IDRC website. And so the IDRC website, we have the electronic survey tool pilot website, which will give you all the new materials available ready to use. On that website, you will find brochures, to help advertise the survey tool. It includes brochures to give to local school districts, agribusinesses, community partners, as well as a list and information specifically on data security. And so we know data security is important for many of you and especially for our partners. And so we wanted to have that information ready and available. We also have a link on the electronic survey tool pilot website to IDRC's new YouTube channel, where we have uploaded training videos covering all aspects of the IDRC electronic survey training tool. And so if you wanted to know how it is to complete a referral, basic information, the introduction to the system, as well as things like resetting your password, how to search for and view a referral, or how to search for or create a new user, all of those training videos can be found on the IDRC YouTube channel through the link on the survey pilot website. And so I want to take you all, especially for those that might currently be unfamiliar with the IDRC website, to show you exactly where to go and how to find it. And so the IDRC website is found at idr-consortium.net. And so anybody has access to the website. We want the website to be a place not just for recruiters, but that can be shared with our local partners and agribusinesses. When you go to the IDRC homepage, you can scroll down here to see many of the different things that we're currently working on. You can see here we have a link to our training resources, including the IDRC competency and skills assessment. We can also down here, we have access to information for agribusinesses and farms that we might work with. And including in that, you have the link here where it says provide a referral, so that anybody from the front page of the IDRC website might be able to give a referral if they know of anybody in your state. Then if you're curious about the different new projects that we're working on and want to access the IDRC electronic survey tool pilot website, you're going to scroll over here to where it says what's new, and you're going to click on what's new. And you can see here right at the top, it'll gives you all the link to the latest information about the electronic survey tool, as well as the multiple other projects that the consortium is currently working on. And so if we're going to click the electronic survey tool, that takes you straight to the referrals page where anybody can provide the referral. And then if you click here where it says electronic survey tool training resources, you click on that and that'll take you and give you access to all the training materials that we have. So as you can see here, you have the QR code, which we mentioned that you can scan, that Alejandro from Kansas talked about how they have it right on their brochures. You can scan this and include it on your website, print it out to be able to hand out and distribute. We have the links on the left to the training videos, to the YouTube channel, to view all of those videos, as well as we have a link to our new training manual that we've created and provided for you. And so it's a PDF that you can download, and it covers all aspects that we've covered in this training, as well as many more. And so it gives you an introduction to the survey tool, talks about how you can go about submitting a referral, how to view and search referrals, update and assign referrals, and more. And so if you're ever wanted to know a certain thing about the electronic survey tool, we encourage you to watch the YouTube videos, go and search the manual, hand out the manual, when you're training somebody new on the tool, and hopefully this will help answer any questions that you may have. You can also see here from the electronic survey tool pilot website, the access to the different brochures and the system security that we mentioned earlier. So we encourage everybody to go access the website, explore the new materials, use them. Hopefully it'll encourage people to be using the electronic survey tool, as well as make it easier for everyone to use. Another important aspect of the training tool videos found on YouTube is that they are numbered, so it'll be really easy to know exactly which one to watch first, which ones watch next. And in the description of the videos, there's information about the intended audience for each video. And so, just as recruiters don't have access to adding new users. It'll tell you in the description what account level has access to what the video is talking about, so you can know exactly who should be watching it. We also want to highlight some of the other new changes to the website. On the website, we have our new interactive scenarios that are going to be available. For anybody that has not seen them before, they are a great tool to help train your staff. And so from the website, you can scroll down and you can see on the right down here where it says IDRC eligibility scenarios. And so it is a interactive scenario where you can read the scenario and then answer the questions down below. We encourage everyone to be using it. Yeah, so if you have any, just answering a couple questions from the chat, I'll ask Alejandro if he would be willing to share the flyer that they have used to incorporate the QR code so that others might see. And then if you do have any recommendations for languages or questions, feel free to send those to me. I'm going to throw my contact information up here on the screen real quick so that everybody can have it. And I'll be glad to help you with anything or any issues that you may be having. And so the new interactive scenarios are a training tool that you could have your recruiters go through. And it's also a great tool to help us know how to guide an AMR trainings in the future. So we're going to be using the response given to really help us know and see where our issues currently having, what are people struggling with as far as IDNR around the state and so forth. And so please go check those out. Again, it's on the IDRC front page, and you scroll down to where it says IDRC eligibility scenarios. Likewise, we've now updated the IDRC website to reflect all upcoming webinars and events. So go to the IDRC website, click on IDRC and scroll down to where it says upcoming events to take you to the calendar where you can see all the webinars we have coming up, as well as the SST and TST meetings. And so we'll be updating this frequently. We have our next webinar for the consortium coming up on December 8th, where we'll be talking about working with OSY and H2A workers. We're going to be interacting with ICE, or we're going to be co-presenting that with ISOCI, the OSY and out of school youth consortium, to help learn about the latest materials that they have to offer as well. So we're really excited about that presentation. And so that's going to be December 8th at 2:00. We encourage everybody to go, but go check out the calendar to see all that's up and coming and what's new with IDRC. Lastly, we ask that everybody please complete the training review form that we have. And so we'll be emailing out the link to everybody as well for those that need it. But here's your chance to use the QR code to see exactly how it works. This QR code will take you straight to the online survey. And so you can scan it using the camera on your phone, and it'll throw up a link asking you to fill out the survey. So we ask everyone that's attending today to fill out our survey to let us know how the training went, so we can continue to improve and make sure we meet your state's needs, as well as it is a federal requirement of the incentive grant to have these training surveys review forms. And so encourage everybody to do so. Thank you very much. And I believe in Jessica, if you could, thank you so much for sharing that in the chat. And then here is our contact information. So again, if you have any issues or questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I will be glad to help you with them. If you have suggestions for language, we're going to be collecting those. Thank you all so much for joining today. We're really excited about this great tool that we can share with everybody. We really hope it helps all of us, find and reach more students across the country. So thank you all so much. And I look forward to hearing from your questions. Everyone have a great day.